If you are looking for a good book to dive into, you'll discover that and more in today's Page Turners.
Joining us from the Champaign Public Library, it's Annette Donahue with 3 more books and a whole bunch of programs still going on at the library.
Yes, we have fully pivoted to online programming, and it's been going beautifully.
We'll get to those in just a few minutes, but let's start, I guess, with the book that's closest to you. It's called Pretty Things.
Yep. Now, usually I bring you the newest and most exciting books, and this one came out at the heart of the lockdown and back in April, and I think a lot of people missed it because of that, and that's a shame because this is a fantastic book. It's about a woman named Nina who is a grifter. She basically makes her living stealing things from wealthy people and reselling them, and she comes by it.
Robin Hood-ish.
Yep, she comes by it honestly. Her mother was also a grifter. Well, the police are onto her, so she has to leave LA, but the big hitch is that her mother is gravely ill and needs a significant amount of money for an experimental treatment. So she's got to find some way to get this money, and what does she know how to do? Steal things from wealthy people. So she and her boyfriend pose as a yoga instructor and her swoony Irish author boyfriend. They move into a guest house on Lake Tahoe that's on an estate that's owned by a really wealthy Instagram influencer. But the thing is, Nina has a background with this woman that whose property she's living on. So it soon becomes, is this about the con or is this about revenge?
Ooh.
It's a bit of a slow burn. It takes about 50 pages to get going, but once it gets going, it just doesn't stop. And it's really fantastic. It's one that you shouldn't miss if you like that sort of a thriller.
Okay, I'm going to try that one. What's the middle one here? I can't see the
front
of it.
Ties That Tether by Jane Agaro. I love the cover of this book. It's so beautiful. This is a book about Azire. She is a Nigerian woman who immigrated with her family to Toronto. And she is a professional. She works in marketing. She loves her job. But she made her father a deathbed promise that she would marry a Nigerian man. So her mom's been fixing her up with all of these men, and she's just not feeling any of them. They're all a little too traditional. And so she's had this really terrible date that just ended so badly that she goes to a hotel bar just to relax and unwind and try to get past it. She meets a man named Raphael. Sparks fly, they hook up. She thinks it's just a one-time thing, but 3 weeks later, he shows up at her job.
Oh.
So pretty soon,
surprise.
she has to navigate having a relationship with a man who's not Nigerian, and what this means for her with her family, what this means for her culturally. It's a really well-done book. I loved Azire as a character. The audiobook is also fantastic on that one.
Needs to find one of those Nigerian men who have the millions of dollars to put in their account. That'd be good, too.
Okay,
what about Cobble Hill as the final one?
This is by Cecily von Ziegesser. She is the author of the Gossip Girl books, and this is kind of like a Gossip Girl for adults. It's the same sort of ensemble cast of wealthy, eccentric people who are doing all sorts of great and not so great things to each other. We've got an aging rock star who thinks fatherhood is making him soft. His wife is faking a disease to get attention. There's a school nurse who's frustrated with her husband. You know, all these sort of eccentric, quirky characters, and how their lives all intersect over the course of one autumn.
Oh, I love those stories where they all kind of somehow intersect all back together. Okay, you've got some fun things happening at the library, like we mentioned at the beginning. Let's talk turkey tales.
Yes, on Thursday the 19th, 6 p.m., we've got a program for kids and folks of all ages who want to hear stories about Thanksgiving and turkey. This is going to be presented live by our children's department. All of the information about this is at champaign.org/live. And then going on during Thanksgiving week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of Thanksgiving week, you can call the children's department hotline and get your own turkey tale told just for you by the children's librarian.
It's like the Sing a Carol, the Dial a Carol.
It is so fantastic. They are such a great group of people, and they do so many fun storytelling things.
That's fun.
And the Friend Shop bookstore is back open.
Yes, we're back open again. Wednesdays and Saturdays, noon to 2. And this week is half price week, so if you're a Friends member, you can get your whole purchase half price. If you're not a Friends member, you can purchase a membership for $10 down at the Friend Shop.
Nice. And then you've got so much stuff going on online, like you mentioned, with your online programming.
Yep.
Lots of fun stuff happening at the library.
Indeed.
All right. If you need any more information about what's happening at the Champaign Public Library, maybe you want to get in on that turkey tale, we'll connect you at sayliving.tv.